Good morning and welcome to Cornwall. This is a little bonus video of Mr. Allen's adventures in Cornwall. I just wanted to talk to you about smugglers. Now, smuggling is when you bring goods into the country illegally. I mean, it's not lawful. And a smuggler is a person who brings goods into the country through these unlawful means by sea and tries to avoid what would then be the customs men, because they try to avoid paying the taxes on the goods because the taxes were quite high. This made many of the goods unaffordable to people, so in order to afford them they had to avoid the taxes paying to the crown. Now, smuggling really started during the reign of King Edward I, who first put a tax on wool to try and raise money for his wars in Wales and Scotland. This is where we get the nursery rhyme Bar Bar Black Sheep from. Bar Bar Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. 1 for the master, 1 for the dame, 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. Well, the black sheep was a person trying to sell the wool and avoid having to pay the tax. This carried on into the 1600s and the 1700s. And in the 1700s it was more like tobacco and brandy and other goods from Europe and America. And to avoid these customs men or officials, they used to have to hide the goods in caves like the one behind me here. Sometimes whole villages or whole towns were actually involved in this illicit trade. Smuggling was actually a dangerous game because if you were caught, you could be thrown into jail, or even worse, you could be hung for your crimes. So Cornwall was a perfect place for this smuggling to happen because of all the coves and secret places that they could hide the goods. Sometimes even the villages built tunnels from the caves right up into the town to try and transport the goods without being seen. Usually always under the cover of darkness when there was no moon, so they couldn't be seen. There was also a big trade when a ship got wrecked upon the rocks on the coast of Cornwall. Local people would come down and salvage the stuff and then sell it on. Even sometimes stealing off the dead sailors' bodies who had drowned. Then they would bury them in the caves or in the sand or in the cliff faces, away from prying eyes. Again, I hope you've enjoyed my videos in Cornwall. Today is my last full day. I go home tomorrow morning, which is Sunday, and I'll see you all later. I've got other things planned for the holidays, other videos to do, so see you soon.